Right then lads, today we're going to be talking about whether contracts are actually still worth doing, because you guys have been messaging me just wondering, contracts have come down in price, are they still worth doing? Now, yes they are, you just have to sort of tweak your parameters a little bit. Now, you can actually find stacks at the moment for basically around 3000 MT, which is kind of insane. So if I actually go onto the right tab, give me 2 seconds, let's just go find it. I got this one, 3000 MT for a stack. It's kind of nuts, don't get me wrong, it's kind of nuts. And if I go to this one, it's just me quick selling MT, because as you can see, all my contracts, all my MT is just gone. As you can see here, just buying up some contract stacks. You got a few there, got a few there. Just a few contract stacks being bought up just because, well, I know I can make some MT with them. Now, what we're doing is we are actually selling them for the lowest we can sell them for. Now, if you sell a stack of contracts for 250 MT, like I'm doing here, you get 4,500 MT after tax. So then you just sort of work out what kind of parameters you want to set for how much MT you want to make. So again, I like to make 500 MT per stack. So if I just go to 500 MT, you can already see 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Loads of stacks here that you can make 500 MT off of very, very quickly. And because you list them for 250 MT, they are selling like hot cakes. It is insane how quickly these contracts are selling for. So even if it's just a case of like, to be fair, this is probably better, to be honest. Now, if you're patient, you can potentially wait the 3 hours for the prices to come up. Because at the moment, 300 MT, the prices at the moment, you have to wait about 3 hours for them to sell. So if you want to wait 3 hours and make an extra, like, 900 MT-ish, so if you sell them for, well, it's roughly about 1,100 MT on a stack. So, obviously, if you buy it for 4,000, you sell them all for 300, you get 1,100 per stack. Now, if you sell them all, if you buy a stack for 4,000 and you sell them all for 250, you make 500 MT per stack. I'm just gonna buy this stack just because now I have literally no MT. I have no MT. And to be fair as well, it's a lot easier to list up these stacks because all you do is you just chuck them into your auction house. Like, it's just so easy to make some MT, guys. Like, you do have to obviously have a lot of MT. Like, I think I had like 300, 400k, I think. I think I had more than that. I generally can't remember how much MT I had. All I know is I have a lot of stacks to list up. So we're going to be doing that today and all of tomorrow. So yeah, we have a lot of stacks to be listing up. So it'll be interesting, boys. It'll be very, very interesting to see how much MT I'm going to be making. Now, unfortunately, I did buy a few stacks for about 4,600, 4,700, just because I thought I could sell them for about 300 or 350. Then contracts went down again in price. So now you have to wait 3 hours for them to just sell in general for 300 MT. So now I'm just listing them for 250. Like, these sell like hotcakes. They're selling within like 10 minutes. So yeah, as soon as obviously these go, obviously I have more stacks to be listed up. I have a lot of stacks in here as well. Like, I need to get rid of these just so I can list up 2 stacks at once. At the moment, I really can't do that because I made a bit of an error. I accidentally added a few too many stacks into the auction outcomes, or the auction, my auctions is what it's called. I accidentally added a few too many of those into here, so that slowed down my progress ever so slightly. But now obviously we now have 14 cards up, so now we're just gonna go get some more contracts. So let's just go get another stack from our stack list. So let's get a new stack, and then we just go again, boys. We just go again. Go into your auction house, and then just quickly dish them into your auction, and then list them up as you normally would. Obviously, again, you can wait the 300. You can list them for 300 and then wait the 3 hours if you really want to. I don't think it's worth doing that at the moment, especially if you're using silvers. Obviously, if you want to use gold contracts, they are a little bit more expensive as well. But even with my case of still wanting to make 500 MT, I was picking up a few stacks for like 3,400. So in terms of those stacks, I'm making like 1,100 on just those stacks in general. So yes, I'm making basically the same amount of MT as I was. It's just at the moment I can pick up more stacks because the contracts, the contracts are so cheap now that I'm picking stacks up for cheaper, which means I can pick up more stacks in one go. So obviously now if you add like 100k, instead of picking up, I think like it's like 15 stacks, I think, you can now pick up 25 stacks. So yeah, it's a little different to say the least. Like, you're going to be making so much more MT just because you have so many stacks to list up as well. You have so many more stacks in general than if you just bought obviously them for like 5 or 6k. You're now going to be making a lot more MT. So yeah, contracts are definitely still such a fabulous method to make MT. To be honest, I'd argue it might be better the fact that now they're bound to 250. Just because you can get these stacks for relatively cheaper than, obviously, you only have to get them for 4K to make 500 MT. I know you guys have 4K. I know you guys have 4K. So you're picking up these stacks for a hell of a lot cheaper than what they were worth, and you're making the same amount of MT. Obviously, if you were bidding on the contracts, that might be different. But in terms of like, at that point then, your profit margins will basically remain the same, because then you'll just bid the margin you were bidding on anyway. So say if you want to make 500 MT, you just take away 500 MT of how much MT you want to make. As I say here, if you want to make 500 MT, you bid 4,000. If you want to make like 1,000, you make 3,500. Obviously, you might not win them, but if you want to bid 1,000, that's how much you. If you want to like make 1,000 per stack, that's how much you would bid. On most of these stacks, I am making about 1,000 MT, but in terms of like these other ones that I'm seeing down here, obviously there's going to be quite a bit of MT loss, just because I bought these under the realization I could sell them for 350, so I may lose like 1,000 per stack here, but of course I just want to get my MT back, because yeah, my MT's been locked in these contracts for the past like 2 or 3 days, and it's generally been quite annoying, to be fair. So yeah, we're just going to be trying to just quickly get rid of some of these contracts. So there goes another stack, so we'll go and get another one, and then we'll just keep on adding here. So what I'm going to do here, just in general, is I'm going to wait till I can list up 40 contracts, just because 40 contracts is 2 stacks. So if I can get rid of 2 stacks at once, that is going to be that's going to be great. That's going to be great. It's going to be good progress for me. Just so, yeah, I'm just really looking forward to doing that. And I have so many contracts to list up, like it's unbelievable how many contracts I have to list up. So yeah, in terms of the stream you guys just saw, obviously I will be doing this. So on the stream, just making as much MT as I can. So yeah, just hopefully that comes through. So hopefully I can just make as much MT as I can back, because I generally don't know how much MT I've spent, I'll be honest. Like, I can't remember what I was on after I bought Carmelo Anthony. I think I was on like 600-700K, I think, off the top of my head. But again, I can't really remember too well. But we do have another stack gone already, which is amazing. As you can see, guys, they're just selling like hotcakes. Like, I literally can't keep up with how much of these contracts I have to list up. But we're just going to keep listing up for 250 and just making quite a bit of moolah on these. Now, again, if I didn't bid on other stacks like a few days ago for 350, the amount of MT I'd be making would be insane, just because I'd literally be able to buy every single stack. And I've seen a lot of stacks. Like, there's a lot of stacks of MT. Like, there's a lot of stacks of contracts just out in the wild. You just have to go find them. And it's really not that hard to go find them. Like, again, like, look at all these contracts that I'm just listing up. And look how quick I'm listing them up. Obviously, the button memory is a little different. Like, I'm so used to just, like, doing this and then doing this. I'm so used to doing that. Now I just literally go down twice and then swipe across once. And you're listing the contracts up so much quicker as well. Like, look how quick this is compared to what it normally is. So now we can get another stack listed up. And now we have 31 contracts listed up. So hopefully now we're getting very close to the 2 stack margin. But that's going to be it for the video, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Of course, if you guys have enjoyed the video, please smash a like on the video. And if you found it helpful, of course, please subscribe to the channel for more MT making methods. And more just videos in general, daily streams, etc, etc. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Love you all. And peace. I want to give a massive shout out to channel members Casey, Magic Magpie, Michael, Mario Santos, Kia, Hammer, Hans, Joe Salin, Vios, Jack Lindsay, and Josh's Bum. Thank you guys so much for all your support.